Waterloo, New York, as the city will tell you on its homepage on the Internet machine, is the birthplace of Memorial Day. Memorial Day used to be called Decoration Day. It dates back to the Civil War. The idea of Decoration Day was to decorate the graves of those killed in the war with wreaths and flags and flowers. After World War I, Memorial Day was expanded to honor all American veterans, which is what we will be doing this Memorial Day, this upcoming Monday. But just as men and women needed a way to mourn the dead and honor the surviving veterans after the Civil War and after World War I, American civilians now are finding that we, too, need some public way to honor the veterans of our post-9/11 wars, now that veterans have returned from the war in Iraq and are just barely now starting the process of winding down the war in Afghanistan. To mark the end of the Iraq War, a growing handful of American cities have been hosting welcome home parades. This was the first one in St. Louis in January. Since then, there have been welcome home parades organized by civilians in Houston and Tucson and Fayetteville, North Carolina, and Melbourne, Florida. This past Saturday, 2 more cities threw parades to welcome home and thank their veterans. In Richmond, Virginia, the parade snaked along a mile-long route to the city's World War I memorial. Organizers report there were tens of thousands of people in attendance. The parade ended at a resource village of state agencies and organizations offering vets things like legal advice and career services. The Grand Marshal of the parade was retired Colonel Wesley Fox, who received the Medal of Honor for his service during Vietnam. House Majority Leader Eric Cantor was there. His district includes part of Richmond. So was the mayor of Richmond, Dwight Jones. And on the same day, on Saturday, in Kansas City, Missouri, people turned out for that city's welcome home parade. The mayor and the city council were among those on hand to celebrate and thank the post-9/11 veterans. The mayor declared it Welcome Home Heroes Day in Kansas City. Like Richmond, the Kansas City Veterans Parade ended at a resource village that connected veterans to outreach and support organizations. Richmond, Virginia, Kansas City, Missouri, just the latest examples of civilians figuring out how they and their cities want to mark the end of the Iraq War, to say thank you and welcome home to those who served. This upcoming Monday is not just a day off. It is the first Memorial Day since the end of the Iraq War. On tomorrow's show, we're going to have more on exactly what that means this year in Washington and around the country. We'll be right back.